Good morning, Hope Wesleyan Church. So I was asked to share my experience from this weekend, but unfortunately, I'm not able to join you guys because we are in Des Moines for state archery for Keegan. So I heard Daryl speak in July, and actually, I wasn't really a fan. I had a lot of concerns with what he said, and I kind of envisioned this mass chaos where it was just about bringing in new people, and not necessarily caring about discipling those that are already attending. And I really envisioned this setup where if you weren't on board with bringing in the masses, there just wasn't going to be a place for you. So I was on the board and talked about it with the board and really wanted to say no, but God just kept speaking to me and saying, what if? What if he has something important? What if he has a good strategy? What if we follow through and it does really help our church to grow and become this dynamic church? So I went ahead and agreed. We met on Friday and I did not want to go. So I begrudgingly attended and came in with my guard up, kind of a hostile attitude, definitely very critical of what he said, and kind of the naysayer, and didn't really accept anything at face value. It was kind of challenging everything. And so when we were done on Friday, I went home and I was kind of talking to my family, wasn't necessarily a positive, and I pulled up my emails, and Pastor Bob had sent me an email saying, we're so glad you came. Your voice is important. I hope you will join us tomorrow. And I was like, oh, heck no. I'm not going. I don't enjoy it. My heart's not in it. And when I'm honest, then I feel like I'm this Christian who doesn't care about the lost. So I typed Pastor Bob an email saying, I'm not going. Here are the reasons why. And God very, very distinctly said, you can't send that. And I was like, fine, I won't send it, but I'm not closing it out either. And I left it open all night. So I went on Saturday, and shortly after we began, Daryl said, we're not going to throw church out. That's just a non-negotiable. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then a short while later, he mentioned it's a balance between bringing in new and growing disciples. And again, I was like, oh, thank God. And so once I kind of heard that, I was able to let go of my fears and worries and truly listen. And it was an amazing experience. I really loved it. Gerald did a great job helping us take this lofty, abstract idea of how do we grow and really breaking it down to concrete steps so that he helped us kind of start with the end in mind. What do we want? And then helped us figure out the steps. How do we get there? And how will we know? And how will we evaluate it? And everything was very data driven, and it was very purposeful and planful and intentional. And so we realized that we can't just do things haphazardly for Jesus and think that that's going to be enough. By Sunday, we had our vision, we had our end in mind, and we were determining the action plan. And it was really just exciting to see everyone get on board as we all kind of realized that this was possible. We can do this. And the energy and the momentum in the room was just amazing. I just loved witnessing that and all of the wisdom and insight that everyone brought. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for the church. I think we have two great initiatives that we're going to work on. And I think it's just going to make a huge impact. And I speak in all honesty when I say you as a church are going to want to get involved in this. This is going to be phenomenal and amazing. And it's just going to be so amazing to see how we impact our community for Christ.